The FeelGoood Generator. What we'll cover: thought-feeling relationship, what is a better thought, what is the FeelGoood Generator, and how it works. We'll be talking about thoughts and feelings, but first we need to define what a thought is. Every thought is a personal opinion.
This has been an awesome day. I did everything right, in my opinion.
As opinions, thoughts can be strong or weak, and they often change. How thoughts change?
What a rotten day. Zzz. Prrr. I feel so good. Prrr.
Thoughts changed by distractions or circumstances in our environment. What if the circumstances are negative?
Everything sucks. I don't know how I put up with it. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse all the time.
A sequence of thoughts with the same emotion generates a powerful snowball effect. The challenge is that thoughts change almost without our awareness and control. And when this happens, we're just sloppy thinkers. Sloppy thinking is a habit.
I am happy and content, but not blissful. Now I'm no longer happy. My day sucks. I should stop thinking.
We want to be deliberate, positive thinkers. But if we're sloppy thinkers, we have to develop the ability of positive thinking. Positive thinking is a skill.
It isn't snowing, which means I can't hit anyone with snowballs, which means I'm good, which means I'll get lots of Christmas presents. Ha ha ha. Santa's out to get me.
When circumstances trigger our old thinking habits, positive thinking isn't a skill yet. To develop the skill, we practice finding positive, better feeling thoughts. Not every positive thought is necessarily a better feeling thought.
Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right means the positive thought didn't resonate. There's too much of an emotional gap. Imagine that your brain is a radio that receives thought waves. We're looking for a good feeling. It's like we're searching for a favorite radio station. At first they're static. As we gradually get closer to the station, to the better feeling, the reception gets clearer. Once we hear it crystal clear, it's a relief. We have resonance with the station or with feeling good. This is our goal. So, we want to deliberately create or generate better feeling thoughts or simply better thoughts. To sum up, every thought is a personal opinion. Thoughts can be changed deliberately. We want to be aware of negative thinking. Sloppy thinking is a habit. Positive thinking is a skill. A positive thought is not necessarily a better thought. The better thought must resonate with us. Having this in mind, now I'd like to introduce you to the FeelGoood Generator. What is the FeelGoood Generator? It's a tool to help us generate a thought. The thought we generate can be good, or the thought can be a bad thought. The point is to be aware, to know the difference. Those who aren't aware can fall into their old thinking habits, and if they aren't careful, their generator can also produce a very bad thought. And if we keep going in this direction, we'll end up with the snowball effect. There's always an even worse thought. The difference between sloppy thinkers and deliberate thinkers is that deliberate thinkers use the FeelGoood Generator. This means they know the difference between different thoughts and they strive to find those thoughts that feel better, not worse. And with the FeelGoood Generator, we can find a very good thought and even better. What is the FeelGoood Generator? It's a mental skill to generate gradually better thoughts. What is a better thought? We've been talking about better thoughts, but let's be more specific and look at examples. This person has a thought. My life is sad. He lost his job, his car is about to be repossessed, and he's deeply in debt. The next thought that he's aware of is, I hate my life. He feels worse. If he continues in this direction, he'll feel no better, but he uses the FeelGood generator and decides, this doesn't feel any better. In fact, it feels worse, and I'm aware that I don't want this. Therefore, I need to change direction. What is it that I do want? I want to be happy, extremely happy. So he tries another thought. I am extremely happy. But it doesn't resonate with him. It simply doesn't feel better at this time. So, with work, he finds a thought that does feel better for him at this time. I prefer to be hopeful. He's learning the new ability to deliberately create a better thought.
We're eating vegan tonight. Yuck, I hate vegan. I'm not a vegan. I'm a meatin'.
Here's another person who's chronically depressed. Her husband left with the kids and she was fired for missing too many days of work. She thinks, I don't want to live. Her friend tells her that she has a lot to appreciate about her life, so she tries the thought, I appreciate my life. But the thought doesn't resonate with her. In fact, she feels even worse. Her brother tells her, you're a good person, you'll get through this. She tries to say the affirmation out loud, I'm good. But it doesn't resonate again. On top of that, she now feels guilty because she thinks she can't believe she's a good person. This person feels so bad she decides to try something new. She learns about the FeelGood generator and she comes up with this next thought. I hate my life. This thought resonates with her. This hateful thought is emotionally nearest to the I don't want to live thought. Why would this thought feel better than the previous one? It's a better thought because it has slightly higher energy, some action, some power. Even if it's negative, it's still a relatively positive thought in relation to the previous one. Remember when the same thought felt worse for the other person? For him, hatred felt relatively worse. For her, hatred felt better than the depressing thought. That's the key. Now what? If not trained, she'd just stay here and get angry and maybe get in trouble. But the FeelGood generator recommends not stopping here, but to continue looking for an even better thought. This is vital. And so this person continues and finds another relatively better thought. Life is sad. Sadness feels slightly better than hatred. Even if it's not a conventionally positive thought, it's positive for this person. But the FeelGood generator encourages her not to stop here and she looks for an even better thought. Nothing really matters. This is a process. There are always relatively better or worse thoughts. Our goal is to know the difference and choose better thoughts. Okay, let's break it down. What is a better thought? It's a thought that is relatively better than the previous thought. It's a thought that gradually uplifts from the previous thought. It's a thought that feels better compared to the previous thought. What we have here is a spectrum of better feeling thoughts or gradually uplifting thoughts or gradually better thoughts. The goal is to know the difference and gradually reach as high as possible. So, what is the FeelGood generator? It's a mental skill to generate gradually better thoughts. Now, let's replace the image of the generator with the FeelGood logo. Remember, feel good with 3 O's and good because good feels good. Why do we need the FeelGood generator? To train for better thoughts. Because we want to feel good, to be able to change negative thoughts, to create our reality because thoughts create things. Leonardo da Vinci had an idea, and today we have helicopters. Positive thoughts create desired things. On the other hand, negative thoughts create unwanted things. When people play the blame game and continue it over time, momentum gathers and it catches up with them. When do we use the feel good generator? When we feel bad to feel better, when we feel good to feel even better, whenever. Where can we apply the feel good generator? At home, at work, at play. In order to explain how the feel good generator works, I'm going to talk about the spectrum of emotions on the emotional scale. Just like light has a spectrum which consists of rainbow colors, the emotional spectrum consists of a variety of emotions that go up or down. In other words, feels better or feels worse. I chose to divide them into 7 colored zones. In the lowest zone are the worst feelings, and in the highest zone, the best feelings. In the language of emotions, in human language, we can assign emotions on such a scale from miserable to angry to sad to neutral to hopeful to appreciation and to happy. In other words, I assigned all positive emotions to the right side of the scale and the negative emotions to the left. We can also use a Likert scale to indicate where we are on the scale because sometimes we can't name the feeling, but we can measure the intensity. Here I collected some common words that can be associated with the emotional scale for your orientation. It's all approximate, it's all relative, it's not written in stone because human emotions fluctuate. Practical application of the FeelGood Generator. Here's what the FeelGood Generator looks like. Applying the FeelGood Generator to attract your dream life partner. First, identify your personal emotional issue. Find your starting point on the emotional scale. How do you currently feel? Ask yourself, how do I feel? Use the emotional scale orientation sheet to define your emotional place. You will find the sheet in the handouts that you've downloaded. For example, you don't feel good. What exactly do you feel about your current situation regarding your life partner? Suppose you feel hurt, recalling sad past experiences. You know this is definitely not a positive emotion, and that leaves you with the negative side of the scale. But you don't find the word hurt on the sheet. You can check other words to find the best descriptive word for your situation. Depressed? Or just sad? Or just tired? Use this sheet for orientation. With practice, finding your emotional zone will become easy. When you've found your starting point, go through the FeelGood Generator and feel better. For example, suppose you decided you have a red feeling at this moment. Start reading the first column through awareness down to results. In the first row labeled awareness, you remind yourself of what you're supposed to do with your thinking process. For example, if you're in the red zone, you think, okay, I'm now aware of my feeling and I don't want to feel that way. I'm going to redirect my thought. Then you go down and ask yourself the question, what do I want? You spend some time thinking about what you want. The I statements are given to you to facilitate creating your own statements. In the red zone, it's I want statements. State what you want. Then I provide you with some suggestions just to get you started. Use only those suggestions that you can resonate with. Start creating your own statements and images. In the red zone, the suggestion is to be aware that anger brings relief and that may not resonate with many people. However, in order to pass the red zone and create a shift upward, we must regain our power, and it often comes with anger. The anger brings relief from depression and other red zone feelings. As a special suggestion, the FeelGood Generator offers a key affirmation from Abraham Hicks's teachings that you can use as an anchor. The bottom row reminds you of the results you want to achieve in each column. Then go to the next column to raise your vibration and continue through the emotional scale to reach as high as you can. You can download the FeelGood handouts from this link, victordull.com/FG-handouts. We just talked about the FeelGood Generator, which is basically a cheat sheet to help you work through various issues. However, you can get more ideas from this free app. It contains topics in different categories from general to specific. It's available on iPhones, Androids, and computer browsers. Now, you have almost everything you need to be able to help yourself to feel better at any vibe, at any time, and any place. If you find you're still on the brink of manifesting your dream, take my helping hand and schedule a free consultation. It's a 30-minute Skype conversation where together we'll clarify your problem and figure out strategies you can undertake to attract your dream. Go to the link to book your free consultation, victordull.com/ss-schedule.